Java's largest volcano, Mount Semeru, is now erupting. After the 6.3 earthquake I posted a video on yesterday, we had a 4.5 in the region as well. And we have a lot of earthquakes in the area of the Pacific Ring of Fire, a lot of volcanoes erupting worldwide, and this is one of them. This is Mount Semeru, Java's largest volcano. Indonesia rescuers find survivors in villages. They were blanketed by molten ash on Sunday afternoon after the eruption of Mount Semeru. And the eruption of the biggest mountain on the island of Java caught locals by surprise on Saturday, sending thousands fleeing, forcing hundreds of families into makeshift shelters. 11 villages of Lumajang district, East Java, coated in volcanic ash, submerging homes, vehicles, smothering livestock, and at least 1,300 evacuees seeking shelter in mosques, schools, and village halls. Now, there's dramatic footage on the internet about the Semeru volcanic explosion and the ash covering. There's been victims of this. President Joko Widodo on Sunday ordered a rapid emergency response to find victims after the scale of the disaster became clear. Mud flow. Many people who sustained burns had mistaken the hot mud flow for floods, so they stayed in their villages. This is what the Lomange Public Order Agency spokesman said. They did not have time to run away, according to AFP. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. Ash spewed by the volcano traveled by up to 4 kilometers away. Indonesia's geologic agency reported reaching as far as the Indian Ocean in the southern part of Java. The volcano's alert status has remained at its second highest level since the last eruption, the major eruption of December 2020, which also forced thousands to flee the wrecked villages. The head of Indonesia's Center for Volcanology said it warns officials Thursday about increased volcanic activity, so it finally erupted today. Now, Indonesia sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, where the meeting of continental plates, as we know, causes the high volcanic seismic activity. And the country here has nearly 130 active volcanoes. In late 2018, an eruption in the strait between Java and Sumatra Island caused an underwater landslide and tsunami, and that was, of course, devastating. This was on phys.org by AFP. Let's go to Volcano Discovery, see a few of the images and the maps and what they're saying there. Okay, so here we are on Volcano Discovery concerning this volcano, Semeru volcano, and this is what we had yesterday. The area of the earth, this is the Java earth volcano here, Semeru. But this is what we had yesterday, the 6th magnitude, a very deep in the middle of the mantle of the earth. And this one, again, is about a third of the mantle. And again, that's a 4.5, that's today's earthquake. This is only the above 2.5. But let's go to our volcano discovery. Semeru, East Java, Indonesia. Yesterday's deadly eruptive episode might not have been explosive at all. The analysis of satellite imagery of yesterday's deadly eruptive events at the volcano, well-founded interpretations of the data available on the French blog Culture Volcan, suggests that what most media now describe as a massive eruption was actually not involving any significant explosive activity, and cast strong doubts on the reported ash plume, which might have been a weather or other cloud not from Semeru, because it seems to originate 20 kilometers away from the volcano and dissipated very quickly without much trace. Otherwise, the ash plume would have crossed the weather cloud layer and become much more visible. Well, we do have, of course, reports of ash clouds disrupting, killing the animals and wiping out various villages. Now, the ash plume should have crossed the weather cloud layer becoming much more visible. In fact, images available only confirm that there were one or several massive pyroclastic flows. If culture volcan suggests are correct, it implies that, as catastrophic as the event for the affected area was, there was no new eruption or significant change in the eruption dynamics at the crater. Yesterday's eruptive events were mostly a result of gravitational instability that had accumulated over time and triggered a larger collapse of lava material at the summit lava dome and or of the largely lava-filled Cobian ravine on the southeastern slope, into which a viscous lava flow from the dome had been flowing for years. In fact, the volcano has been in continuous eruption for decades. Previous news, today again, SEMERU volcano. As had to be feared, yesterday's violent eruption claimed several lives. Now, reading all of it, you could do that as well. And this is the map of it, cloud cover, of course. And there's another picture of the, look at that. That's a pyroclastic flow. That's a P flow. And you really can't run that, you can't outrun that. Terrible video of turbulent, hot, gravity-driven pyroclastic flows. People running off to save their lives, of course. Let's go to our, it's erupting, 4 out of 5. Stratovolcano, 12,060 feet high, eastern Java, Indonesia. SEMERU volcanic eruptions, 1818, 1829, 1830, 32, 36. I mean, almost every year after that. 1900, 1901, 1903, 04, 05, 7, 8, 9 to 10, 11, 12, 13. And then it stopped for about 30 years. It started in 41, 42, 45, 46, 47, 49, 46, 47, 50, 64. From 1967 up to now, it's ongoing. Typical eruption style, explosive, near constant strombolian activity, occasionally stronger explosions, lava flows, and pyroclastic flows. Let's look at the earth. It's going to give us earthquakes. Let's see. Doesn't want to. Here we go. Okay. The earthquakes nearby. Okay, it doesn't want to give us any. That's about it. Okay, the analysis of satellite imagery, yesterday's deadly eruptive events at the volcano, and well-founded interpretations. That's what we read before. That's okay. And again, this is what we read before, with more images of it. Where's the image that we had before? That's the P flow. We had another one. Sorry. That's it here. SEMERU volcano at sunrise. That's it right there. So that's one of the new volcanoes now erupting. Of the many, we have 2 volcanoes erupting, at least in Japan. We have, of course, Kilauea going off, La Palma going off in the Canary Islands, and now we have this one going off. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.